Hey you guys, it's Britt. Today we're here to talk about Miss Brianna K. She recently posted something on her Instagram story that I had an opinion about, so I wanted to share with you guys. If you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so if you're not familiar with who Brianna K is, I've talked about her a few times in the past, and she's a YouTube mom. She focuses a lot on cleaning, decorating. She does show her kids on her channel, so I do consider her to be a family vlogger of sorts, even though not all of her content is focused on her kids. She still shows a lot of her kids to her channel and people on the internet. I've talked about her before. She ended up posting questions, so like the Q&A thing, and she said, give me your assumptions about me. And it's funny because anytime an influencer does this, they're asking for opinions, but then they get offended by the opinions that they get. And it's really not that deep. And if you don't want the answers, then don't ask the questions. Like, you're just kind of putting it out there for people to respond. So if you're going to be offended and feel like you need to respond to someone's negative assumption about you, then I'm not sure. Like, I don't think that it was worth the patience that she gave this one. Maybe acknowledging it quickly, but she ended up just doubling down and making herself look like a complete fool, in my opinion. She puts out assumptions about me, and someone responded and said, you like to stay in your bubble of privilege by not acknowledging other holidays. I hope I'm wrong, in parentheses. That's a fair assumption. If that's the opinion that this person has come to by consuming her content, they're allowed to have their opinion. You know, she even made it nicer at the end by saying, I hope I'm wrong. So this is obviously someone that is a fan of Brie and her content. Instead of acknowledging that she does have privilege, she has a lot of privileges that many of her subscribers do not have. She is a wealthy YouTube mom that has made a buku amount of dollars by exposing her children online. So wealthy, in fact, that there for a while her husband Adam did not work and ended up working with her. She's made herself wealthy enough by exposing her children, where she's at the point that she has been a full-time YouTuber for the past few years. And that's fantastic. I think it's great when people can turn a hobby and something that they love into something full-time. But the problem with Brie and a lot of other family vloggers, as you guys know, is, to me, in my personal opinion, that philosophy goes into the trash once you're making that money by showing your kids to the internet. Now, one of the things that I kind of look at is, would Brie be in the position that she's in now if it wasn't for showing her kids? And the answer is no. If she could take her kids completely off the channel, unlist all of the videos that she has posted, shoving a camera in her kids' faces from the minute that they were born, and be successful without exploiting her kids, then that would be something to be really proud of. But in my opinion, it's not something to be proud of that you have become a full-time YouTuber by exploiting your kids. To me, those two just don't go hand in hand, but that's just my opinion. So Brie ended up responding and saying, I must have missed something. I'm sorry. I truly do not mean to offend anyone, and puts like the monkey emoji with his hands over his eyes. So it's fine that she's apologizing, but you're not acknowledging that you are privileged. You're in a much more privileged position than probably 95% of the people that consume your content and make you wealthy. So you are privileged. It's very easy to see. I have privileges in my life that I recognize. My monetary privilege did not come from a place of feeding my children. Obviously, I don't have kids, but even if I did, I've never agreed with showing kids to the world. I just think that it's weird, and it's not a way to become an entrepreneur. You're not a boss babe. You're not goals because you exploited your children. So instead of acknowledging the privilege and, having a civil conversation about privilege and why she has it, she decides to double down and go to the dollar spot at Target. And she says, found some gift wrap in the dollar spot to pop that privileged bubble. That is bitchy to me. I'm just going to call it for what it is. This could have gone without being said. It's completely tone deaf. It's ignoring the fact that you were called out for something that you do have. So it's not like someone said, oh, well, you're stupid. Okay, that's subjective. Someone identified something that is absolutely very clear to see. You could have just acknowledged it and moved on. To go to Target, which let's just talk about Target for a second. You guys know I shop at Target, and that's something that I cannot deny. There are a lot of people, including her own subscribers, that cannot afford presents to put in dollar gift wrap from Target. So to me, this was just a really bad take, and I've noticed this a lot with Brianna K, where she's called out for something that is legit, and instead of addressing it head on and acknowledging it and then moving on, she has to come back and be extra snarky, and she thinks she's being cute and sassy, and to me, none of this is cute or sassy. You have privilege because you built your business off the backs of your children. Your kids being shown to the internet put you in a position where you can be a stay-at-home mom, YouTuber, and there is an amount of privilege that comes with that. Her ignoring other holidays, her holiday content bores me, frankly. But as far as her not acknowledging other ones, I can't say for sure, but it might have something to do with her religion, or the fact that she just thinks that Christmas is the only thing that is worth mentioning. So I don't know for sure when it comes to that, but privilege as a whole is much more than what holidays you acknowledge, and she absolutely has privilege. It would have been really cool if she could have just acknowledged that and kept it moving, instead of acting like dollar wrapping paper at Target is going to do anything positive when you were called out for having privilege. It's not snarky, it's not cute, and it's not funny. And I think that's the whole thing too with influencers, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong on any of this, as always. But when it comes to influencers, it's one thing to, I think that that's another reason why there's such a divide between normal influencers and mommy vloggers and family vloggers. And it's because most people recognize that the family vloggers would not be wealthy YouTube sensations if it wasn't for them not caring about the protection of their children, not caring to protect their children's identity. And that is a huge problem. That's why people hate family vloggers. And if any of these family vloggers are so sure that they are boss babes, then they could make the decision and stand on it to take their kids off the channel, get rid of the content that features your kids, and stand on that decision. Tara Henderson's showing her kids on her channel again. So she made the decision, but she couldn't stand by it because she realizes that people showing kids online is what makes money. And most of them are living such extravagant lifestyles already that they cannot afford to take that dip in AdSense and sponsorships by saying, I'm no longer going to feature my kid in ads. I'm no longer going to feature them in vlogs. Once in a while, you guys might get an Instagram picture, but that's it. They realize the financial turmoil that would follow that kind of decision. So don't call yourself some kind of boss and some kind of entrepreneur if you have made your money by showing your kids to weirdos online. So anyway, those are my thoughts. I know that this was a quick little video, but I did want to share it with you guys. So for now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.